Oh, I
Drinking
will.
your dainty coffee.
No, it's not. It's espresso. I gotta go. What's up, YouTube? Irish USMC Vet. Poison Stinger over there to the left. Man with the master plan. I'm just a dude with the gun. Yeah. What's up? Sorry we're running a little late. We had a little business transaction meeting this morning we had to take care of. So I had plans to music for the intro, but that got screwed up too. So is anybody out there today? If you are, tell us how you're doing over there on the right-hand side. I guess it's on your right-hand side or maybe below.
Yeah,
I don't know.
on most people's devices.
And I'm making some coffee. Hopefully Tactical Tone is not too sick today. Maybe he'll jump in. He said he was sick, so what is going on in your part of the world?
Well, the guy from CNN, Cuomo, I guess, got sick with the virus now. Is that?
No shit.
Hold on, let's see. Yeah, I don't know. I'll have to look. I had something about it. Let's see. Trump says the next 2 weeks is going to be bad, life and death, yada yada.
Yeah,
Al Gore saying the virus science is the exact same as climate change.
Well, they're saying it's the same as 5G. They're saying all kinds of good stuff.
They're also saying that they're gonna excuse me. They're gonna cancel the primaries in Virginia, and I guess Guns and Gadgets is saying that this is a way to make it so that they don't get voted out. So definitely go check out Guns and Gadgets video when you guys get time, because that was very interesting. So something's going on in Virginia about all that. I'm not too surprised. Oh yeah, CNN Cuomo with coronavirus completes a show from his basement. That's the news headline that I was looking at. I don't really watch any news, so it's news
from
to me.
His basement. So, i.e., he was in his bunker.
So his sex basement most likely.
It's probably not really.
See any chains on the walls?
Well, it's probably not really a It's probably really a bunker.
Who has a fucking basement in New York, man?
Exactly right. That wasn't flooded to beat all hell. I mean, come on. Yeah. I don't know. It's a sex chamber, a dungeon.
I swear to God, I think people are faking having it just to have clout. Oh, like, I have it too. But I feel fine, everybody. Let me rap to some fucking Woontang.
Oh, man.
Stan. Hey, Stan's checking in. No sickness here other than allergies kicking in. Awesome.
Same here.
How's Canada? How's Canada holding them? You guys on full lockdown yet? Have they decided to start taking what little freedoms you still had left? Didn't you have questions for Stan the other day? I forget.
I was just curious if he was doing all right. We hadn't seen him. Yeah. And I'm not showing him at all in my chat, so.
Oh. East Wind Farms is here. Hashtag me too. Has a new meeting now. Yeah, I suppose so. I always like it as pound me too, because that's the pound symbol. And it's funny as hell.
Oh shit. Pound me too.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, they're actually starting to show up for me now.
All right.
Good morning to Riddle Girl. She also shared us on Twitter. Good morning to East Wind Farms. I hate playing it's the allergies or coronavirus. Yeah. Can't tell, don't know.
Every little cough, every time you have a little bit of a wheeze. Shit, got it. I don't know.
Yeah, because it has the same symptoms as every other friggin' thing that goes wrong, right. Whenever you have allergies. Like
And if you don't have any symptoms, you could still have it.
Yeah, for 21 days, not the or 25. Hell, they keep changing it. You never know. It's mixed. They're saying that some things, same things as the U.S. Next couple of weeks. Yeah, that's what we're getting to. Coronavirus coverage. Doctors raise quarantine. About Ducey's executive order. Doug Ducey.
Yeah, so what's
Under
going
scrutiny.
on there is he's closing down all non-essentials, and then I think at 5 o'clock there's a whole bunch of other.
5 o'clock yesterday.
Yeah, everything closes down at 5 o'clock. However, he hasn't closed down golf courses or beauty salons because you can't look ugly in the apocalypse, bro.
Right.
Yes.
Right. Well, that's it. See, that was what they were conversating about the same stuff last night. When I was out doing my little drive, my AO, they were talking about that on the radio. Well, I'll let you know at 5 o'clock tomorrow whether or not we're going to close down golf courses and stuff because you people just can't understand that it's okay to go out and be outside, but social distancing, I mean, like, how many people can you go out and really hang out with on a golf course? I don't know, but apparently people are too close. So, do you go to the bar afterwards? Have a great day. Got to go to the dump, then do some yard work. Yeah, you too, brother. Sorry, we had some technical difficulties with one of my service providers this morning, so I had to get knee deep in their ass. So otherwise, I would have been here on time. But yeah, thanks for checking in, though. Godspeed, brother.
For sure.
People who they're showing we're all recovering like it's just a flu. The deaths all seem to be pre-existing conditions. Yeah, they came out with another list now that says if you're overweight, diabetic, smoke, I mean, that's all the same thing. So can we just and now there's 8 strains. I read the other day, the 8 strains. So
8 now.
Yeah, 8.
Nice. Oh, what's up with everybody having yard work to do today? Is today like National Yard Work Day?
No, it's gonna be nice today, bro, or nicer. You try to get all the work done. At least I do during the cool months.
Yeah, we don't have many of those here. But yeah, Stan's checking out too. It's gonna be a nice day here today. That's in Canada. That probably means it's above freezing. So what, 40s, 50s? I remember living in Wisconsin. The first time it getting into the 40s, it was flip flop and shorts.
Supposed to be in the 50s today, so that's really? high of 54 and no rain, so it's all right.
Nice. Yeah. What's your weather looking like out there, people? See what mine is doing. I think normally here it's sunny.
Gonna be a nice day. Yep. Riddle Girl says, I look at it this way: if I have a big bowl, your favorite candy sitting in the front of you.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Where'd you get that from?
Dave Matthews. Yeah.
Dave Matthews Band.
Yeah, I agree. That's dumb. Like, I don't want to take the chance. Not because I'm worried about dying. I have children that have health conditions that would cause them to possibly die from it. So that is why. I mean, to me, it's not imperative that I go anywhere. I mean, hell, I would love to not ever go anywhere again, other than to get gas or go for my occasional ride and not have to run into anybody. So,
well,
I'm okay with it.
I would like to buy primers again and powder. I mean, I got some, but we'd gone to, the Sportsman's Warehouse or whatever, where I usually, they usually always have good supplies. Not greatest prices. I don't usually buy from there unless I have to, but man, they were picked clean, man. No primers, well, they had lots of powder, but not the powder that I really wanted. Yeah, so I don't know. And as
Yeah.
far as the candies go, dude, if that was Reese's Pieces, I'd be coming up with theories like, well, if there's only 5 in there that'll kill you, then the least amount of ones that are in there are the yellows, right? So if you just pick out all the yellows, that's a pretty good chance right there. And then you just eat them until you get one that makes you sick, and you're like, all right, well, maybe now I'll stop.
Yeah, like but we kind of do that with jelly beans because my wife and my daughters they like to dump them out in a bowl and pick out the flavors they like because I'll buy the because actually, believe it or not, that's the best candy to store for long-term survival because it doesn't break down like a lot of other candies that are like that. So we
It's got
store,
that wax shell.
yeah. So I store jelly beans to have for them to eat, right? But I get the mixed Jelly Belly kind from Sam's Club.
Do you ever just throw a box of Morts in there just to spicing it up a little bit?
Oh no, there's some nasty ones in there. They don't like
I
coffee.
know.
They don't like coffee ones. They're very picky. So they'll get themselves a little bowl and then they'll go ahead and sort through them or whatever. But yeah, that's a good thing if you have children, whether they're 9 or 19, because it gives them something to have to eat. That's a little special if you're stuck in or whatever.
Right.
Have to eat. Ah! I hate hearing my own friggin' voice.
Yeah, we all do, I think.
Y'all hate hearing my voice?
No, your own voice. I know my voice that I hear is a lot better than the one I hear on the video. But the more video you do, the more normal it becomes, I guess. I don't know. Stan says it's been above freezing most of the winter in this section of Canada. That's strange. I mean, you're south of Toronto and much further south of Minnesota, yeah. But at the same time, you're still up there pretty freaking north, bro. And to answer Riddle Girl, you pick out the 20 bad ones and eat the rest. Exactly.
That's the whole thing, though. Is you don't know which ones are bad.
You figure you can figure it out.
That's why you bring on the test dummy.
Yeah.
What do they call those? The village idiots?
I would come up with theories and excuses and why. Yeah, it'll be fine. Just one.
Do they is that how they do the village idiots? Bring on the village idiot. And I'm having all kinds of problems today.
Right. So here in Phoenix, we're going to be in the 70s, I believe.
Ooh,
today.
Nice.
It's been a very mild spring so far for us. I guess we're tipping into the 80s just a little bit. Up to 84, the hottest part of the day. So it's time to get out and sun's out, guns out kind of shit. We had a lot of rain the other week, so.
Yeah, like we've had a lot too. It's like ridiculous. Like I cannot tell you how bad it's so stupid. Like it rains. Can I send this directly to someone? I need to figure this out. No, I can't. Shit. All right. Sorry. Doing some
You're fine.
Carry on.
Right. So what's going on in the news that anybody else has watched? Because I don't really pay attention to much in the news. I know a lot of it's just bullshit right now. As I said, check out Guns and Gadgets video. It's called Tyrant King Orders People Inside After Primary Election.
Tyrant King.
Yeah. It's a pretty good video. I'll definitely be checking that out. Tony did upload a video about an hour ago, 40 seconds, saying be more thankful. I haven't watched that yet. And Iraq Vet 8888 did Gun Gripes 239. Don't forget the farmers. might be an interesting topic.
Yeah, I mean, now's the time you want to be farming. If you don't farm, you need to start of some sort, garden, whatever. I can't express that enough, but
Yeah.
you know, I don't know. We will find out real quick when the second Great Depression hits and you have no freaking food. And
Feds warn that 100,000 to 240,000 Americans may die from COVID-19 even with social distancing.
Oh. So then what does social distancing actually do?
Just going to slow it down so that the hospitals can take in more patients.
I guess.
That's all they're trying to do is slow it down so that they can handle more cases.
right, because they only have a limited amount of ICU beds, so that if they keep it at a sustained rate, they can handle it. But if they get above the sustained rate, then it's going to cause overwhelming, and they don't have the not the respirators, the ventilators and stuff to handle said thing, or the people actually, so it takes quite a few people to take care of people that are on ventilators. The comet is going to come really close to us, I guess.
Is that today?
It looks like. Looks like it's going to come near us.
We've got meteors and
Earthquakes.
and plagues. Like, we're doomed. It's the end of the world.
Start grabbing your Bible, start praying.
It does.
All we got now.
It does look like the second coming may be soon.
Definitely coming from all sides.
But nobody believes in that, so
I bet you more people believe in it now than did yesterday.
Oh yeah, probably, but but hey, I'm not here to judge you. That's only between you and God. If you believe in God, then you might.
It's just funny to me how it takes like something like this for people to be like, oh, maybe there is one. I don't know.
Right? I'm like, oh shoot, how did I do that?
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know. That's crazy. Going to more options. Man, I'm having a bad day with this. It's not being cool. So for some reason, it's not allowing me to convert my links over here to.
We have a Florida pastor being arrested for having a super church congregation, even though he was ordered to not do that.
Oh, so he actually had church.
Yep.
He wasn't supposed to. All right.
So now they're arresting him.
Good job, Jeff.
Is giving him publicity, which is probably what he was wanting. I mean, I don't know. I've always thought those mega churches were a little shady at best.
Yeah, yeah. Pass the collection plate.
Why do you need? Not a damn one of them drives anything less than a Cadillac. I mean,
right? Yeah, I mean that's not what God intended. Whenever He had you to pass the collection,
you're not supposed to be making money off of this thing like that and living that nice. I mean, for crying out loud. But at the same time, if you're gonna break the whole quarantine thing, that's a good way to do it. But I don't know. Part of me feels like that's more for attention than anything else. I know my local churches aren't doing services anymore, or if they are, they're doing it online, which they already had set up before, so it's not that big a deal for them, I suppose.
Yeah, it's not a good time to be meeting up with a large group of people right now, I guess.
Easy. Walter Davis is checking in.
Morning, Walter. How we doing today? You babysitting the mailbox again today?
Isn't that Mr. Tommy Boy that does that?
I think. Oh no, yeah, Walter Davis is not. Yeah, it is. I think Mr. Tommy Boy. Well, I don't know. Walter Davis may do it as well. He's in minus babysitting all of his kids, which I guess he doesn't have a super large amount living at home, but he does have some.
So Stan says it's going to be about 50 degrees Fahrenheit there today, or and about 70 on Saturday. 70 on Saturday in Canada? Holy crap. Yeah, that's top down of your convertible weather right there. Stan is saying they're saying that the Chinese are getting back to work. Well, I mean, do they have a choice?
All of our Dollar Trees will be reloaded soon with Chinese goods that are infected. So
Walter Davis is saying they buy all, or I think he's referring to the pastors or the mega churches. They buy all that expensive stuff to show the ignorant masses how generous God is. Yeah, see what God has done for me, He can do for you too. Just send me some more money. Yeah, I don't really buy into the mega churches. He also says, no, it's nice out. Going to get the kids outside. Maybe go picking tea berries again. What the hell's a tea berry? I know about tea leaves. Are you still messing with the Macari?
no, I'm trying to do something else. But carry on. We will. Would you like me to find you a topic to talk about? Sorry about all that.
I mean, I got topics I can talk about, but it's not the same. And you might get shut down.
I mean, I don't think you can get any more shut down than I already am. They're already being douchey about not showing my feed, so.
Walter Davis, little red berries that stay on the plant all winter.
Are they tasty or?
Tea berries. I would imagine so.
Well, are they sweet? Are they sour?
Stan says the one evangelist was saying how you need to keep tithing no matter what. Don't stop those tithes. I do believe in tithing. I do believe it's 10%. I don't believe that you have to give it to that person in particular. I don't know. Sometimes I wonder if I don't know. I don't know the Bible enough, with that. There's contradicting information on that for me because some of me thinks that, well, if you also help the church out or put your money in a good way, not necessarily to the pastor, but helping the homeless or spreading, buying Bibles and donating those kind of, different ways of giving, making sure God's work is being done. But at the same time, there's reasons to believe that no, it's supposed to go towards like a church. But there, at the same time, Jesus didn't like organized churches that much. So there's a debate there for me.
Yeah, nor do I. I believe that fellowship is exactly what we're talking about it right here. So.
Yeah.
I'm not going to read from the Bible to you, but
I don't like church organizations. I do consider myself a Seventh-day Adventist, even though I don't necessarily want to be a member, because really it's just another organized religion can be. I mean, any religion can be manipulated, right? And they're already kowtowing down to these government orders. Not to mention, they were debating on whether they were going to allow same-sex marriage, and I'm like, if you guys are going to allow that, they were if they were going to allow it, or if they were going to just not have marriages at all anymore. So that's the option, right? They're either going to be okay with same-sex marriage, or they're just not going to marry anybody. Therefore, they don't have to do something against the Bible. And it's under my opinion that you should just keep marrying people and deal with it as it comes around. Because, I mean, if you truly believe that in that situation, then you're not going to follow man's law. You're going to follow God's law.
The Bible's contradictory on that too, because it says you should follow man's law because God puts the powers that be in power.
Yeah, but he says you should follow it unless it contradicts. Like the whole praying with David was not allowed to pray, he prayed anyway. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, yeah. So Walter Davis says, yeah, it's kind of a minty root beer flavor for those tea berries.
Sweet.
I wouldn't mind trying a sip of that. Stan says it's the one who has a private jet, yet he wants you to keep donating. Well, yeah, I mean, the bakers are one, right? It's better off going to someone who needs it if there is a God and he or she don't need a middleman. Yeah, I mean, I don't really know. I don't know. I'm debating on that, and I don't tithe enough. That's like a serious issue of my own, which I need to work on. Time, money, or good services. Yeah, there was the whole debate on your time is something too. Volcano Squad is back. He's awake again. Nice.
Glad to
Now
see
you
you
get to
weren't
go get.
mobbed and robbed for your supplies that you went to get out of storage. We
Yeah,
were just checking on you yesterday, trying to.
we were worried about you a little bit there. Gave everybody your address and like he's got a ton of shit.
No longer showing up.
Yeah.
So apparently, there's a lot of people complaining about in the wee hours of the morning the internet is going down and the TV. Has anybody else experienced that? Because around 2:10 in the morning, all the internet goes out everywhere. Like I had reports from Chicago that it went out. There was a lady's video that I commented on yesterday. She said hers was out and showed proof at like right around 2:09. So does anybody else have any intel on that? Because apparently it's happening and nobody's saying anything about it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's not as well known. So it happens here. I just clicked over to look at something else, and it shows me whenever all the stuff went down. So they should, someone, whether it be the government or internet service provider, shutting everything down around 2 a.m. in the morning.
Interesting. Yeah, I haven't noticed that because I'm usually asleep.
I made a comment on a lady's video about it yesterday. So
imagine that's why they do it at that time if they're doing it for any real reason.
Drone videos of nations, ghost cities. Pence task force freezes coronavirus aid amid backlash. New Jersey man 89 busted for violating state's emergency rules. What happened to him? Let's check this out.
So we're not going to get our check?
I'll get to that one in just a few seconds here. I'm trying to find out why a 99-year-old New Jersey man was busted for being out past his, governmental, quarantine, since we can't use the other words. New Jersey man 99 charged with violating state coronavirus emergency rules. Has been charged according to police. Who this afternoon broke up an engagement party attended by the non-agonarian and his. I don't even know how you say that. Anyways, responding at 4:30 about a legal social gathering. Oh, now it's illegal. Praise Jesus. This is, can't have a social gathering. If you're 99, he's probably going to die anyways before he gets the fucking virus. He was hosting an engagement party, also had guests inside their home. In addition to being charged with violating the recent executive order barring such gatherings, the Kaufmans were also hit with a half a dozen child endangerment counts. Oh, come on. The guy's 99 years old. Come on now. That's, I don't think he's going to make it too much longer, so you might want to allow him to have his party.
That's some bullshit.
Well, there's a link for that. Horse manure. And I'll grab the other one about, maybe. Yep. So, Pence task force freezes coronavirus aid. So I do know, I've witnessed this with my own two eyes, that they're transporting stuff in these unmarked vans with little GPS trackers on the top of them, escorted by the state police. So they're bringing in supplies to health departments. In these like they're moving across the state of Indiana. Anyways, the official asked the Thais for help. So they asked for help from Thailand, only to be informed by the puzzled voices on the other side of the line that a U.S. shipment of the same supplies, the second of two so far, were already on the way to Bangkok. Why are we sending? Trump aides were alarmed when they learned of the exchange and immediately put the shipment on hold and ordered a review of the U.S. aid procedures. So we've been sending stuff to Thailand and other countries while we're not having it here. Crosswires would only confuse our allies. They worried the worst offend them. And Americans confronting surging death tolls and shortages of medical equipment back home would likely be outraged. Vice President Mike Pence soon realized another step was needed after a phone call to the foreign leaders' help with key supplies. He ordered his staff to make a review process. Wasn't holding up coronavirus-related aid to other countries that were assisting the United States. That's dumb as shit. Okay, yep, you guys can go read that. I'm not going to read all the way through there. So apparently we were sending stuff to, other countries. And that's why he didn't hold up the aid that they're supposed to send out with the phony monopoly money. So Walter Davis, I've had it cutting out intermittently. Seems the French are pissed. Why aren't they pissed? When aren't they pissed? Yeah. Just growing coffee beans need to turn coffee cherry and parchment for roasting. Yeah, I heard coffee berries are pretty tasty, but if you eat too many of them, you might have a large release from your rectal area. Some people have explosive diarrhea. Oh, Macari sent me another thing. I wonder what kind of douchey thing they had to say now in their Nazi-esque platform.
You can't have your money anymore.
Oh, yeah, no, well, I can't. Yeah, well. Stan pissed, a Mormon pissed at Marone, finally. It must be one of his leaders. Some minor rioting, Walter says.
Just a little light rioting.
Yellow Vest movement has been going on for over a year. It was confirmed yesterday that Canadian forces are getting 24K ready in both Reg and Reserve to help with civil aid disasters. Damn, 24,000. I don't know what your standing force is, but that extra 24,000, is that really going to make a difference or no? There's the article for Politico. Walter Davis says, I guess they figured the Yellow Vests were not bio-comparable and put it on hold. Right. Haven't decided what all to pull out of storage. Depends on the conditions, improve or worsen. Well, the other night you said you were going to go, so we were worried that something happened because you hadn't been on for a couple days. Stan as well. Stan was on, and then he wasn't. So I have so many things going off my phone. There's motion detectors being set off.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, just dogs but you always want to look because the first time you get complacent, you got somebody walking up your driveway or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah. All right, see what else is going on. No, nope, can't share that. It was what we were talking about the other day.
Yeah, civil distress going to hit America? That's a good question. This keeps
Detroiters denied coronavirus. Detroiters denied coronavirus testing because they get prescriptions. What prescription? So apparently you can't get prescriptions in Detroit. They can't protect you there either, so they're telling you to arm up. I mean, most places are telling you to arm up anyways. That's why there's such a large. What the hell was that?
Little whistling bird.
Yep. Yeah, that's my daughter. She's been playing on my tablet.
Yeah, I mean, there's
Book
a
of
lot
Face.
of new people, new gun owners out there. It's kind of a good thing, kind of a bad thing. So I thought, I wonder if any dumbass tried vaping Clorox.
Go ahead and give him that idea. Walter. Feel free.
Right.
That definitely will. God will sort it out. Oh, drones of the U.S. nations, ghost cities. That's a pretty interesting article.
Yeah. See, that's the thing. Okay, so let's see. Stan says Canada's full force is just over 100,000 regular and reserve. It's a third of what it was back in the 90s when he was in. HVS says it was just that live streams no longer appear in the subs feed. That's all live streams? Because I don't know about that. I think I still have some that show up in my subs. Irish's doesn't. He then says, I get strapped just to take out the trash. Dude, that's the one prep I'm good at, right? We've talked about that a little bit. Like, I am never, you know how they say that you're never 3 feet away from a spider?
Yeah.
I am never 3 feet away from a fire. Ever. I think the bathroom, or when I take a shower, is the closest I'm that far away from one. And that's just because I haven't put one in the shower yet.
I'm glad you said that. So I'll show you a few things you can use in the shower. So they make these by Cold Steel. They're Crichton, something like that. Perfect to hang in the shower. I have these stashed in flower pots and any place else that you can stash stuff all around the yard.
Nice.
And they're plastic, so they won't rot, rust, or anything like that. But they easily sit down and stuff, tuck into places, and they're just as. Now you're not gonna fillet meat with it, but I can definitely pierce your heart with something this long.
And
they're really sharp.
Show up on an X-ray, so.
La 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 la.
So I mean, if you want, if you have X-ray machines in your bathroom.
No.
They do? All right.
You're not supposed to make undetectable weapons, and that's why they have a stainless steel ring on them. Otherwise, they would make it past a metal detector, and that would be against national law, international law. Otherwise, you could take that on a plane or whatever you want to do, and put some hurt on people.
Like the TSA actually stops, 100% of everything that goes through it. Mm-hmm.
Well, that's why they have the stainless steel rings on them, so that they're detectable. Because you're not supposed to make a weapon that is not detectable. So, like if you made a carbon fiber knife with no metal parts in it, that would be non-detectable, and therefore illegal because, it's against the international code to make undetectable weapons like ceramic pistols or carbon fiber reinforced
or like
pistols.
3D printed plastic ones.
Yeah.
But the blueprint for that's still out there. So if you want.
Well, the guy was an actual law student that came up with the idea. So.
Well.
Got an investment tip. Cigarette distributors are running out of cigarettes because the factories are closed. Better investment than gold soon. Oh, Walter. Well, we can grow tobacco, so it just won't have all the nasty stuff in it that regular cigarettes is. But you could definitely grow it, hang it. We've done that for many years, like when I was a child. So I mean, you can do it. I don't know what the law is because you have to have a permit to grow tobacco. So, but if it's under so many things for personal use, I think you can grow it, but you can't have more than 10 plants or something per person. That, yeah, it's something regulated, you know.
Yeah, I figured it must be. All those years that I smoked, I was like, why don't people just grow their own tobacco? I was like, I bet it's regulated. Like they don't want you
Oh,
to
we
be able
grow
to do
like
that.
barns full, and then we would sell it to Philip Morris, and then Philip Morris would turn it into cigarettes.
After they spray it with all their chemicals to make it more addictive. Stan says all indulgences will be worth their weight in gold soon enough, from cigarettes to heroin. Yeah, I don't doubt it. I'm glad I'm off of everything in a way. Right now my biggest addiction is gum because I still get bored every once in a while, and as soon as I get bored, that's when it kicks in that I want a vape or a cigarette. So even though I've been now without vaping for like 2-3 months, maybe more, it's been a while, and it's still. I would imagine, I smoked for 20 years. I vaped for 8, so or 6 years. So yeah, it's a hard habit to break in a lot more ways than just the addiction part.
All right, so real quick on that, in the United States, personal use tobacco, production and sale of tobacco products is regulated by the U.S. FDA and Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, and Firearms, so the BATFE boys. But as of 2005, neither of these bodies restrict homeowners from growing their own tobacco, provided that the grower does not sell or trade the crop. Federal law does not restrict quantity, so homeowners can grow as much tobacco as they choose. So see, there you go.
You just can't sell it. It's like an 80% lower.
Can't sell it or trade it. So if the lady down the road wants to put the trim on you for you to give her some cigarettes, you can't do it. It's illegal. So in Canada, tobacco legislation, there are two main pieces of legislation in Canada: acts and regulations. An act is a form of law written directly by elected officials, either in Parliament or provincial legislature. Let me see where it says here. It doesn't say. Well, that's gay. Doesn't say what theirs are. So tobacco legislation just says a whole bunch of mumbo jumbo. Designated subordinate legislation, nevertheless, regulations are law and have binding effects. So in America, you can grow all the tobacco you want, you just can't sell it or trade it. So I guess it's like moonshine. You can make it for gas. You can drink it yourself, but once you go to sell it, it's a felony. So
unless you pay all your taxes, because there are places out there selling moonshine, but I would imagine they've gotten their license because now
yeah,
they've
you can
made
get
it
them.
easier for you to be able to sell it, but you still have to pay your tax man for it.
There's a couple ways you can do it. You can open up a micro distillery. I think you can't do it backwoods way and sell it because the FDA has to get involved and all that crap. So there's a lot of things involved in it. You can get a permit to make fuel out of the stuff, and then you can make as much of it as you want. You just can't
and you
sell
could
it for
probably sell that.
You can't sell it for drinking. You can sell it for fuel.
No,
And that's the cheapest way.
If nothing else, it's nail polish remover, bro. Have you ever? You can remove paint with that shit, I'm sure. So yeah, just sell it as apple, apple pie nail polish remover.
Right, but you can't market it for anything like that because if you do and somebody uses it for the other thing, you're liable. So.
Well, they use it for nail polish remover. That ain't nothing. I won't worry about that too much on that one.
Heirloom tobacco seeds. All right, we need some of these. Sounds like that needs to be my new. Attention, orders placed during the national emergency are done so under the pandemic ordering terms. Orders already in our queue are being filled and mailed as quickly as possible. The current shipment backlog is 18 to 24 business days from the receipt at this time. As we work through the backlog to evaluate our inventory, we are no longer accepting new orders. Please check back often. Click here for detailed information about updates. And that's one of my heirloom seed companies, and they're not selling you anything. So,
Holy shit.
and right now is like probably too late to order seeds, but you know, it'd be good to go for next year. So if you're interested in growing tobacco, one of the places is Victory Seeds for heirloom. So they're not taking orders right now, but we'll post it up so you guys and gals can know where it's at. If you want to grow your own, there you go.
Right. Yeah, what do you think about growing poppy seeds?
I grow poppy every year.
Yeah.
It's just not the Afghan poppy. So
I'm so
if you
tired
could,
of
it's
can't
actually
grow
not.
this, you can't grow that.
It's
You can't
not
do
illegal
this.
to grow those poppies here. I forget which Papaeus. I forget which one it is that you can, but it's not illegal to grow them here. However, the first time that they fly over and see that you bled them to get the latex out of them, that's when they take you to prison. Like you probably don't even get to the jail. Like you just don't pass go. They say fuck you, we're raping you. Here you go.
All right.
So yeah, but you can get this other stuff called wild lettuce. It's made from a plant, and you know it's a weed. Everybody calls it. That is a good one.
The
No,
devil's
not the
lettuce.
devil's lettuce. However, that is one that grows. That's actually, believe it or not, that is a soil fixing, a nutrient fixing plant. So
You don't doubt it.
it's a nitrogen fixing plant and everything else. So let's check this out. I want to see. So these plants grow everywhere around here. I don't know if they grow at your area. Wild lettuce, common name of lacticurium, containing plants related to lettuce and referred to Latuca virosa, Latuca candicis. Yeah, anyways. So there is an overview that you can go look at about side effects. Now, this is people compare it to, they call it opium lettuce, they call it a lot of things. But it's actually in a lot of the survival forums. I know about it because they make it in a tincture form, and I make some tinctures and stuff. Wild lettuce is used for whooping cough, asthma, urinary tract infections, and the pop-up didn't help, thanks. Excitability in children, painful menstrual cramps, excessive sex drive in women. Why would you want to tone that
Why
down?
the fuck would you treat that?
Yeah, it says nymphomania. It turns down nymphomania. Like, why would you
What?
want to do that?
No.
Like, give it to me, baby. Oh, here, take your wild lettuce, bitch. Oh,
Tell the wife that, man. Holy
the seed,
shit.
the seed oil is used for hardening of the arteries. So yeah, here's a quick overview of it off of WebMD. Yeah, why would you want to take away? Yeah, no. You want to give her the aphrodisiacs. Come on now.
That's the
So yeah.
last thing I want to be doing.
Anyways, that's a form of wild lettuce you can buy, I guess. Let's see how to identify. Okay, here we go. Here's a good link from skilledsurvival.com. Shows you how to identify and to process it. Medicinal plant use into ancient Greece. Throughout the Civil War, they used it. The action of the substance was weaker than opium, but free of side effects and medicinal practice. So it's kind of like, no, I don't want a prepper's checklist. Jesus. If I found your website, I'm already a prepper. Anyways. I don't have pop-ups on my website, do I?
I don't know. I haven't had blockers, so.
Okay. Well, if I do, I'm going to take them off there because that's the most annoying thing. Anyways, Skilled Survival is a good place to check that out. That's shows
You
you
should
how to.
have ads. They should not be pop-ups, and they should be discreet on the side and not in the way and scrolling with you. You know what I mean?
Safe to enter
There's
now.
a way to do that shit tastefully. And they are so money grabbing that they just like everywhere. Fucking ad.
I think I have my links at the bottom, but there's no pop-ups. Is it safe to enter now? Yes, you may enter, sir. Good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're at. I think so. DP, who are you avoiding? Hello, Stan, Walter, blah, blah. Who are you avoiding? Delaware. I think Mountain House has posted a "Don't call us, we'll call you" freeze-dried food. DP. There's the link that the uses of wild lettuce. Honey, I'm tired. Drink your lettuce. Yeah, said no man ever.
Said no one ever. Like,
Yeah,
I might be tired. I might not be able, but I'm gonna sure give it a full hearty try.
Right. Don't tempt me with a good time. Oh yeah, honey, are you sleeping? Not for that. I'm awake for that.
I might pass out in the middle of it, but I'm gonna go out trying.
Yeah. That's my dream goal, to go out, to leave this earth while I'm getting busy. Just fall over and die of a heart attack. Be like, peace out, babe.
Right.
My wife said that's gross, but yeah. Give it to me, baby. So what's going on there, Delaware? Are you listening in today, or Stan wants to know who you're avoiding? Detroiters denied coronavirus testing. Okay, we already got that one. Bluetooth enabled armbands to trace infected. Ooh, that's a good article. Let's check that one out.
Alrighty.
So now we have European experts ready smartphone technology to help halt coronavirus spread. Platform aims to trace those who risk across borders. Asian mobile tracing helped, but would violate EU rules. No. Tech platform expected to be released April 7th. Recast with quotes, blah, 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 blah. Berlin, they're going to go ahead and give you a blue wrist bracelet. This reminds me of a movie. Wasn't that on one of those Contagion or Containment or something?
I still haven't watched.
They gave you a blue wristband that you could scan to prove that before you could even go shopping. This is an actual Reuters news article.
It's fucking Mark of the Beast shit coming up, man. The hell? Didn't we talk about that dot thing that they were trying to implement?
I mean,
you
yeah.
Can't buy or sell unless you have a dot on your hand. I think it was a recent article that we were reading.
Yeah, but this is the one I just posted there, news.trust.org. That is an article detailing that they're going to give you a blue bracelet. That I swear that is out of Contagion or one of those other zombie movies, or you know what I'm saying? They give you a blue bracelet and you can go to the store and shop if you have the said bracelet after they give you the vaccine. Huh. Well, and there you go. European initiative called Pan-European Privacy Preserving Proximity Tracing, or EPP-PPT, follows the successful use of smartphones in some Asian countries to track the spread of the virus and enforce quarantine orders. Although the methods would violate strict EU data protection rules, PEPP-PT, which brings together 130 researchers from 8 countries, aims to issue licensed technology platform by April 7th, the basis for contact tracing applications. With rollouts.
I actually give a shit about my cell phone. That's hilarious. I'll throw that thing out the window.
No, bro. It's a bracelet. It's a Bluetooth bracelet. So let me back that up. So back in the 90s, when I was going through college no, it was not the 90s, early 2000s, maybe mid 2000s, 2005-ish. we were getting into the technology in vehicles before they went from OBD2 to CAN, which is computer-aided network in the vehicle, to where and it's materialized today. But so when you drive down the road, they wanted to put Bluetooth sensors on the side of the road so that they could monitor your vehicle, right? And tell you that, hey, they send you an email to the car that you need you have a low tire. This is, you need an oil change, give you a ticket. So they wanted to do this, right? So now they had this technology in, like I said, 2005, because we covered it extensively for automotive. Because, like I said, we went from OBD2, which is onboard diagnostics, where the computer tells you, hey, there's something wrong with your car, to the CAN network, which is computer-aided network. So that network connects via Bluetooth to other things. So what essentially we're trying to do is be able to drive down the interstate or any road and your car drive for you via the Bluetooth towers that was on the side of the road. So that's how they can track and trace your vehicle without the fancy satellite shit that GM offers. So now take that. They don't have to do it. They don't have to put the car technology in there, even though they do put Bluetooth in cars, because they made this, and this goes in your car with you. So now, if they wanted to, if they ever decide to put full restrictions on you, they don't need you to do anything but carry a phone. And it doesn't have to be you. It could be your kid, or your wife, or anybody. And then they can tell where you are from Bluetooth, Wi-Fi, and especially now, because every phone asks you, would you like to enable Wi-Fi calling? If you put yes, then that gives them direct access to your house. So wherever you pick up a Wi-Fi signal, they can ping you from Wi-Fi signal to Wi-Fi signal to Wi-Fi signal. So now they're saying that you have to have said Bluetooth bracelet to enter somewhere. So if you walk up to a store in the European Union or wherever that's at, they can theoretically say, oh, your bracelet doesn't work, or you've been, what is that stuff they're doing in China where they like a social credit score? So if you have a shitty social credit score, they can just be like, oh no, we're not going to allow you into McDonald's because we don't like you.
Wow.
So there goes your livelihood, because they've now made you, and you're comfortable with wearing a bracelet to track, to see who's going where, here, there, and everywhere. So not something I'm interested in. I don't even like carrying my phone places.
Yeah, I usually leave my phone at home. Sometimes it's by accident, sometimes it's by design. But I've been trying to take it with me a little bit recently, just because if I have to use my firearm in self-defense, I don't want to have to then rob the guy I just shot to call the police. You know what I mean?
He shot me. No, you want to be the first one to call.
But I'm going to call 911. Is that all right? Do I have permission to search your body for a phone so I can call 911 for you, sir? Dumbass.
Yeah, Stan says denied services based on social credit. Yeah, so I know that was a long rant, but that's what they were trying to do back in 2005. And it seems like the technology has obviously moved leaps and bounds from then. But just, the thought of that back then, I was like, well, that would be cool, I guess, if you were mentally retarded and you didn't check your car, check your fluids and stuff. So
I've always been a proponent of driving older vehicles. My vehicle's not that old, but I've had many older vehicles. I enjoy them for a lot of reasons. For one, I can work on an older vehicle. I can't work on anything where I have to take half the fucking engine apart in order to change a fan belt. So, but my first vehicle was a 66 Rambler station wagon, and I could literally be inside with the engine in the hood. Like, I could stand on the ground and have room between me and the engine. And I could work on that. I did work on that quite a bit. But, if they're going to give you a wristband, then what are you going to do, right? You either going to have to, what are you going to do? You have to buy stuff, right? If you have to buy stuff, you got to do it. That's how they're going to get you with the whole mark of the beast shit. If you don't have it, you can't buy or sell, so you better take it, or you're dead.
I just wouldn't go out. I'd be an online ordering motherfucker. I mean, I already am, but
I'm sure they're going to figure a way out for that too. They're not going to just let that go.
Yeah, but you have somebody that ordered for you. Then I mean that I'm firmly against any of that shit. Like I said, I say that, and I have 2 phones, but I mean that one stays here because it's a business phone, and then the other one, if I feel like I'm going to go anywhere other than my local area, I'll throw it in a damn Mylar bag because it's none of your business where I go. So.
Right, but that's the whole thing, right? That's what my religion had been preaching for a long time, is that the mark of the beast is coming, and if you don't accept it in one form or the other, you're not going to be able to buy or sell. And if you try to like prepare for that and have like stockpiles and stuff, they're going to look for those people and take their shit. And we kind of see how now, in the news, we have them going after people who've prepared and have a whole bunch of masks pre all this shit and like trying to take their shit. So what are you going to do when you can't buy or sell anything without that mark or without that Bluetooth thing or whatever being connected into the matrix? Because they're coming at you when they do go for it, they're going to come in all directions at the same time, and it's going to be almost impossible unless you run to the mountains and live like fucking mountain goats, I guess. I lost focus on that rant.
Yeah, it happens. It happens. Yeah, ideally, I'd like to live in the middle of a 500-acre plot and live underground, except for my greenhouse outside that I can grow my food year-round. But that's not really realistic for anybody. So, I'm not taking any mark of the beast, though. They can suck it. Yeah.
Same.
I will
I
grow.
don't know. I mean, it's scary because I have no idea how I'd survive without it. But at the same time, lines have got to be drawn somewhere, and you got to stand. And it's scary because right now, it's all talk, it's all bluster. But at some point, the rubber's gonna hit the road, and it's gonna be that time. And there's a lot of people who say they'll never do it, and I might be one of them. I don't know. I hope not. I don't think I will be, but there's going to be a lot of people who don't think that they're going to give in, that are going to give in when the rubber hits the road. So, be interesting. HVS says that's why they're going to switch the dollar to digital. That's one of the reasons, I think, is they need to be able to control how you spend and buy things. Stan says Demolition Man. You'll have to live in the sewers. Have a rat burger.
Hard pass.
I don't know. He seemed like he liked it pretty good. I love that movie back in the day.
The deficit is exploded. Trillions in virus spending explode deficits to World War II levels.
Did we have a deficit in World War II? I don't think we really did. Not a lot.
But just look at the comparison today versus then. People still grew a lot of their own food. Could you imagine what would happen if
we were still in the Depression?
Right, but could you imagine? What? To stop? I'm gonna kill my daughter. Not really. I'm not really gonna kill my daughter there, just in case you fucking weirdos. Somebody be calling the FBI.
Anybody who has a daughter can attest to that.
He's gonna kill his daughter on live broadcast. We had to shut him down, and then we gotta go ban his Macari stuff. Cucks.
Making threats. Making threats is against terms of service.
Really? Well, that wasn't a threat. I want to smack her now. She comes out here and does. She comes out here and no, it's not. It's called ass whipping. That's why my kids are not retarded. And we have people come up to us and say, "Oh, your kids are so great. We didn't even know that you had that many kids here at the restaurant." And like old people come up and like, "Your kids are so well behaved." Yep. You know why?
Because they whoop their ass.
Yeah, because I do the same thing that you would do if they were at your house. I'm listening. Laying tile. Brother. Hopefully you got a knee board. If you don't have a knee board, you need to get one because tile is a bitch.
Yeah.
Oil is going down to $10 a barrel. How come gas is? It's not, bro. We got gas for 89 cents the other day.
$4 a
gallon.
gallon in Hawaii. See, it's not that bad here, hon.
Yeah, Riddle Girl's giving me static because she hates me because I got $1.27 gas.
Yeah.
And then
well,
I got
you said
80.
it dipped under $1 there for a little bit.
Well, for 2 days I filled up every gas can for 89 cents, and then I went back that day that she was hating on me, and it was $1.27. So
Yeah.
when it goes lower, I'll make sure I'll send the text message directly to her so that you know, she could send me some hate mail. Trillions of coronavirus spending. Yep. So
I
did I
wouldn't
post?
doubt it. I mean, it's got to be kind of hard to ship gas to Hawaii. I mean, bread is pretty expensive there too compared to in the States.
So
No.
Ampex is showing that they have stuff on sale.
Yeah, I don't know. I got an email recently from Metal Monies Exchange. They're all like, "Oh yeah, we got silver near spot. If you buy like 1,000 ounces all at one time minimum." So, and they were saying, "Oh yeah, our reserves are holding up. We still have plenty of silver." Yeah, because you're charging like $5 to $10 premiums. Nobody in their right mind is going to pay that. Of course, you got silver in stock, and silver is still hovering right around $14 an ounce. So at some point, you're either going to have to start selling that shit or not making any money at all. And that's the whole game with the big metal companies, right? Is how long can they survive holding on to their shit and not selling to the public, because the public, most of the public, aren't stupid enough to buy that at that price, not for that kind of premium. And it's like a waiting game of who's going to flinch first. I don't fucking need to buy shit. I'll just put my fiat currency to the side and wait until you bring the prices down, or at least the silver goes back up to where, it's kind of close.
Right, yeah. So the link I just posted, it's a usdebtclock.org. It's pretty interesting if you want to go there and check it out. It's a cool little so it tells about Social Security, unfunded debt, largest budget terms, US national debt, debt per citizen, debt per wow, it's got a lot of cool information on it there. So that's a cool link to check out. If you're interested in how much, if you can fathom the zeros that are there. Bill Gates outlined 3 steps government needs to take. So now the government's going to take information from Bill Gates. Yeah, hard pass. He stepped down and is hiding in his bunker, I'm sure. So what if the lockdown is only the beginning? People are starting to question, are they going to relinquish their Nazi-esque privileges?
Is government gonna give back the power willingly?
Well, I at this point, I believe that they're not gonna have a choice. One, because all these liberal retards that woke up and said, "Oh shit, I need a gun. Let me order that and get it sent to my house." Oh wait, what do you mean? I can't just have it sent. I can't have a fully automatic
They told me on
M16
CNN
assault
it was
rifles.
easy.
Yeah, I can't have a fully automatic assault rifle sent to my house. What? Where's the gun show loophole? I went to the gun show and they wouldn't. They had to do a background check. What do you mean I got to wait 2 days? Why am I denied? What is a delay? What is? Yeah, right, dumbasses. It is not that way. So now I feel like a lot of people have woken up to the fact that no, it is not as easy as they think it is. And now all these people that wanted all these extra background checks and secure firearm checks and all this shit now are realizing, hey, it's really not that easy to get. So now you have a group of people that so hated against the people that bought guns and showed guns and all this stuff are now having to feel the wrath of what we have to go through on a regular just to purchase, a firearm. So I feel like right now would not be a good time because everybody's getting firearms. And I think those people that just woke up to the fact that their freedom is not free and that the police are not going to be there to protect them, hence the reason why they went out and bought the firearms in the first place.
Yeah, we're
You know,
releasing all the criminals, and we're not going to bust anybody for up to burglary. They can come
So-
and burgle your home with you in it, and we're not going to do anything about it because we got better things to do.
unless it's a homicide, they're not going to come in most
Yeah.
cases.
Yeah,
So
and then what are they going to do with that? Just we'll come and
Write a
clean
report.
it up and investigate
Yeah.
it.
They're going to write a report that you got murdered, or your family got murdered. So interestingly, I talked about this a couple weeks ago, back in March, beginning of March or whatever. But as we were going through the stores before the state quarantines and all that stuff, and there was ladies on their phones ordering from their Alexa app or their Amazon app, because I don't know how that works. I won't have one of them in my house, but she was ordering more ammo for her 9mm, more ammo for her 5.56. And this lady was a nurse, and she was she had some ethnicity to her, so we'll leave it at that. But she was an older lady and a nurse, and she was ordering from her phone ammo and self-defense items, and not she wanted hollow points. So just goes to show you that people wake up real quick once something happens. So the stupidity went out the door whenever it came to oh yeah, you guys can buy guns and it should be illegal and blah blah blah. It still is, dipshits. And I'm glad people are seeing this. So yeah.
I do
See
think
what else.
that all these new gun owners will be a good thing in the long run.
Yeah, excuse me.
You all right there, Irish?
Yeah, it's just people aggravate me, man. Like
just a little Corona.
You serve your country, and you give up your life to go to while these cucks lay here and tell you that you shouldn't be doing this or shouldn't be doing that whenever they have no clue of what freedom really means. Send people to these third world countries and let them take away the firearms of the people that need them to protect themselves from the criminals and Taliban, and and then come talk to me. Go take away somebody's firearm and then watch them get killed and see how you like it. Walmart to take employees' temperatures before shift. CNN, Kumo discusses his infection. Yeah, well, we don't want to give him any more attention than he already gets.
No, not really.
What if the lockdown is only the beginning? So I posted that article. Tracking app to detect the sick. Okay, so I was going to share that link, but as soon as you open it up, it will not allow you to look at it without accepting their cookies. So, yeah, we're not doing that.
A lot of sites like that, yeah.
Pay slash for ER docs and nurses that are fighting the virus. Let's see if that one opens up and is anything worthwhile. A major medical staffing company just slashed benefits for doctors and nurses fighting coronavirus. So, Alteon Health and Staffing Company, backed by private equity firm Fraser Healthcare Partners, will cut salaries, time off, and retirement benefits for providers, citing lost revenue. Several hospital operators announced similar cuts. So I sent Poison Stinger a thing yesterday that Illinois is trying their damnedest to get anybody that wants to be in the healthcare field or previously used to be to come back to work. So by this company slashing stuff and backdooring their nurses and doctors, you're probably not going to see a whole lot of resurgence in that. And it may not be the same company, but one company will follow suit. If one company can get away with it, another one will definitely do it to you too. YouTube just now notified me of this chat. It says Riddle Girl.
Well, that's nice of them. At least they got around to it.
Well, if I did the sensationalism stuff, they would probably notify you better because they know. But I try to give everybody
you'd have to do like transgendered makeup tips in the apocalypse in order to get
truth facts. Yeah,
I mean, you're coming as a Marine. I mean, first of all, you could do it, right? Because a transgendered Marine. Hold the presses. We're going to promote the fuck out of that.
I'd rather start a shotgun, my friend.
Right. I'm just saying, you want to get popular, there's ways of doing it without being sensationalist with the whole virus is going to kill you. We could just do a fabulous chat.
Suck starting the shotgun would be a lot better for my
Won't be the first time
health.
I was ever in drag.
Oh, yeah, that was right. Remember? I remember. Oh, what was that? Our
God.
that was one of our live ones, wasn't it?
Oh, I did one for E-Bomies contest, but I've done them before. Even then, back in the day, for the Big Brother stuff.
Well, I remember you did one, and maybe it was the E-Bomy video. Maybe it was for Eric. Yeah. Oh, that was funny. I thought we did it on live.
Yeah, I might have. I don't know. I'm not afraid to put on a wig.
Rikers Island prisoners being offered PPE and $6 an hour to dig mass graves. All right, so we can't dig graves fast enough in New York City. Shit.
$6 an hour. That's it.
Well, they usually get a
$6.
quarter. They usually get a quarter. They're offering prisoners from Rikers Island.
Oh. Okay.
So Mayor Bill de Blasio confirmed the general arrangement, but he said it would not be COVID specific, noting that prisoners have been digging graves on Hart Island for years. The only offer is only being made to those with convictions, not those jailed for trial before trial. As generally in the case, a memo said the prisoners, according to the source reviewed, does not specify what work on Hart Island will be, but references to PPE leaves little doubt that the offer comes from New York City, continues to be the epicenter of the coronavirus pandemic in the United States, with 38,000 people infected and more than 914 dead so far. So yeah, I guess they're paying the prisoners to dig graves on Hart Island. I didn't know that was a thing, but damn, I got choked up all over the coffee today.
Mm-hmm.
Please forgive me for being coffee. I'm coughing from the coffee.
Yeah, I think if any other country invades, it'll be China or Russia. You think we're gonna have a Red Dawn situation?
Probably. Like,
Yeah.
they initiate this shit, and then they come and invade us while we're down.
We can still sling lead. I don't care how sick I am. I can lay down on my deathbed and sling lead. Matter of fact, that would be the perfect way to go out, laying in a pile full of brass. Ching, ching, ching,
And
ching,
be
ching.
quick, most likely, right? So hopefully. I'd rather go that way out than on a bed, dying, coughing, choking.
Not to completely change the subject, but as a woman, I notice this quite often. A guy is like, yeah, I'll plan for you. I'll jump in front of a bullet. What about doing the dishes? Nope.
That's where I draw the line, baby. That's where I draw the line. Oh, you missed it when you were out. We were talking about the whole, what is it, the lettuce? That,
You can see pics of Kumo's nipple rings under his shirt.
What?
Oh. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
No. I think it was the wild lettuce or whatever. Apparently it cures nymphomaniac in women.
Really?
And we were discussing, like, why would you ever do that?
Oh, sorry there. Had to turn it off, man. That's horse laughing. That's some... Yeah. Oh, yeah. Did you tell her about the wild lettuce?
Yeah, wild lettuce cures nymphomaniacs.
Yeah. Why would you want that?
No, you don't. I don't even think a nympho would want that, because obviously they're having a great time.
War Drums Network. Cheers. Good morning, or afternoon, ma'am. How are we doing out there?
Yeah.
What does it look like in your area since we have a new customer to the...
No, put them right on the spot.
Right. You don't have to tell us where you're from. I mean,
who you are, where you from. No.
Give us your state, your birth certificate and all that other stuff, Leave that up to Poison Stinger. If you give it to him, he'll give it to everybody. So just don't worry about it.
Don't give me any of your personal information. I'll be bad with it. But, we've been talking about what stores are like, what the laws are like, kind of.
War Drums Network is red.
Oh, is it?
Yes.
Is who?
Dude changes his name so many times. What's up, Reb?
Oh, God.
Okay. So I think we're going to be down to one host here pretty soon with the coronavirus kicked in fully at Irish USMC Vet's house.
Hey, I will stay here till I fall over dead, and then it'll be all live. Great.
All right. I actually got to talk to Reb the other day. Hadn't called him in a while. Been trying to get in touch with the old crew. It's always nice to reconnect. He's doing well.
Rebel Solutions?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, so he did change his name.
War Drums Network. He got a new drum set too, apparently. So that's cool.
It's a shit show here.
I follow him on Insta, so I shared the link, hoping that he might be available to come over, and he was. So it's awesome. Hey, dude.
Yeah, I'd send him a link to be in the chat if he wanted it, but he'd have to say so, because knowing him as well as I do, he usually probably be like, nah, I don't want to. I'll go ahead and text it to him. Shit. We'll see. I bet he don't, though.
Obey.
J&G sells. Oh, actually. Can you read? Can you talk?
Me?
Yeah.
J&G Sales. What?
Oh, no. I was going to read a comment, but I figured you can read a comment while I try to.
I didn't see
text
J&G
this
Sales.
Oh,
I turned into a lizard on live stream. No, I swallowed coffee down the wrong hole. Like, I was laughing at the why would you want to turn your nymphomania wife into a non-nymphomania?
Right.
I was doing, but I'm at work. Bummer.
Oh, yeah, okay. Well, I just sent you the link. Sorry. I figured you wouldn't, but just in case, I sent you the link now. Yeah, J&G sells. He was talking to me about that. Has an AK mag in stock and having good prices on it. So he picked up a few of those. I'm actually really good. I'm really good on magazines. I visited that one in Prescott too. There, Hawaiian Volcano Squad. I go there every once in a while actually, because I live in Arizona. My dad used to work for Ruger in Prescott, so I got ties to that area of town.
Jesus, I'm serious. The Delaware picture, it says Google Kumo's nipple rings. Oh shit! Does he have his belly button pierced too? J&G Sales. Are they metal AK mags? Are they old
so.
J&G Sales?
I haven't been to J&G Sales in a while. Because as I said, I'm good on AKs, but I need other mags. I'm going to look at them though. Now I gotta check out Como's nipple rings. Hold on.
Nipple rings.
oh Lord. All right, so while he's doing that, we'll run through Palmetto State Armory. Palmetto State Armory has Stoeger STR 9s on sale for $249 after code STR. Brownells has a Brownells 180 strip lower receiver forged for $129.99.
Wish it was $1.
Yeah. Cabela's has a Crimson Trace Railmaster CMR 208 Universal Tactical Light for $59.97. Free 2-day shipping over $50. Sportsman's Guide has ATI Omni Hybrid Max P4 AR pistol, 300 blackout, 8.5-inch barrel, 30+1 round magazine, $398. Shipped after code Guns and Gear. So that must be Guns and Gear's code that he was talking about the other day. Supposedly, Harders hunting rifle ammo, 223 55 grain full metal jacket, 150 rounds for $49.99 at Bass Pro Shop. Brownells also has the Vortex Spark 2 red dot 2 meter of angle dot with mount, $124.99. Brownells is selling a premium electronic earmuff 2.0 for $24.99 at brownells.com. AR-15 mags are on sale at Brownells as well. $10.99, $15 off, $150 with code TAG, Tango Alpha Golf. Sportsman's Guide also has another ATI Omni Hybrid Max P3556 NATO Battlefield Green 30 round 16-inch rifle for $359 with code Guns and Gear. So Guns and Gear has some clout over there at Sportsman's Guide. Academy Sports has Browning Full Metal Jacket 9mm 124 grain 150 round brass case for $26.99. And AR500 Armor is offering the AR500 Armor Veritas Light Bundle for $129. Primary Arms has a Glock 43 Vickers Tactical Edition subcompact pistol for $474.99. You can get a Schrade SCH F57 full tang fixed blade knife from Amazon for $15.10. And what else? Anything else going?
I need 1911 magazines.
So if you're unaware of the website I'm talking about, it's called guns.deals. I'm sure there's better ones.
That's a good one. And for ammo, I like to use gunbot.net.
Gunbot.net.
So GUNBOT.net. It's a good one.
So wild lettuce to make sure your wife does not want to have sex with you. Guns.deals to get guns and ammo to fight off enemies, foreign and domestic. And Brownells if you want to buy parts for anything. Excuse me.
Oh, yeah. There's a lot of parts out there I want to get.
Yeah, we talked about that the other day. There's a lot of parts I want to get to.
Yeah. Could really use another source of income right about now.
Right. Well, you'll be getting your free check from the government soon, so.
Maybe not. They keep talking about it, but it ain't gotten here yet. And even then, when it finally does, I might not even get it because it depends on how they classify me and my wife's earnings. So we'll see. If so, I'm definitely going to put it into something useful.
I was thinking about, our little talk the other day about how, the wife and how me and you compare, you know what I'm saying? Because I think a year in advance because I have to, because we live off the farm. So if we don't make money on the farm, we don't have money for next year. So that's why I'm not really panicked, because I'm used to, saving that money to put into the farm next year. So I know kind of like what I'm going to have expenses wise. I keep track of all that stuff, as to where other people, they don't, and they've probably never had to live off the stuff that they've grown. So that's why a lot of my friends are like, why aren't you panicked? I'm like, why would I be panicked? I live poor all my life, and so it doesn't matter. I know what I have to do to grow my food. I know how much food I need to make for my family, and I know how much I need to make in excess to make money to live off of. So,
right.
And usually we don't we pay after the harvest. So if we have to get a loan or something, we'll wait till after the harvest and after we get our money, and then pay off all of our debts at the end of the year. So it's not unusual for us to be in the hole $10,000, $20,000. And I'm sure larger farms are more in the hole, but it's not unusual to, buy $10,000 worth of wax boxes in March or February, and then pay for them whenever you harvest the crops. So that's one good thing about being a farmer. That kind of like how to prepare for all that. My usual place is out of stock of mini mags. Your CZP10Cs are $50.99 Canadian, but out of stock. Says Stan. HVS has a great meme about a man on the beach with his $1,200 check all happy while a mile high tsunami wave approaches the beach. Yeah,
Counting his money.
that'd be my luck.
Oh, okay, so it's a pistol magazine. Is that 9mm? That's cool. Technically, my newest firearm is a CZ now. At least they bought out that company. CZ bought out Dan Wesson. So the newer Dan Wessons have in the serial number have a CZ in the serial number. Mine does not. So I'm guessing mine's a older model before they had bought them out. I found that interesting. Totally off topic.
No, that's cool. Let's always learn something cool about a new firearm.
Mm.
3 unmistakable signs that war is coming to America. Maybe I should have put that as my title. Pompeo orders all citizens to immediately return to the U.S. By now, a month ahead, virtually immediate, blah, 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 blah. So that's a pretty interesting article. Sign number one, they're saying, is President Trump activated 1 million military reservists with medical skills to treat battlefield injuries. Details of his order are found on the EO text at whitehouse.gov. Sign 2, the Pentagon ordering high-level staffers into deep underground bunkers in Colorado. This was announced by NORAD and NORTHCOM in a Facebook town hall meeting. Obviously, you don't order military staffers into a 2,000-foot deep bunker just because of a virus. Sign number 3, Secretary of State Pompeo just ordered all Americans living overseas to return to the U.S. immediately. The cover story is that the coronavirus is collapsing international flights, but that alone would not justify all Americans returning from living overseas. Since many Americans would just hunker down where they're living, but Pompeo wants all Americans to return immediately, which is the kind of thing you do before a war breaks out with China, most likely. That's via the UK Independent. Secretary of State Mike Pompeo urged Americans abroad who still wish to return to the United States to do so immediately. Because they're anticipating actions of war. Expect an attack on America when the nation reaches peak pandemic, health chaos, and economic disruptions. So they're thinking...
Well, yeah, we're going to probably blame China, want them to pay for all of our issues, right?
Notably, the Wuhan coronavirus released by China has managed to cripple the U.S. Navy by infecting sailors on aircraft carriers and other vessels. This is not an accident. It's part of a softening up phase to weaken America in advance of the attack. Expect an attack on America when the nation reaches peak pandemic, health chaos, and economic disruptions. The ideal time for a foreign enemy to attack the United States would be when the nation is in the throes of an economic collapse and a pandemic medical emergency. According to estimates announced by the White House today, coronavirus-related deaths will peak in the U.S. on April 12th, but lockdowns will continue throughout the end of April, causing financial reverberations to echo across the nation for many months to come. The White House currently expects 240,000 Americans to die from the coronavirus over the next several months. Our own estimates top out at only 90,000 fatalities, by the way, due to the coronavirus. Church joblessness, homelessness, and social unrest will sow chaos across the landscape of America in the remainder of the year, as well as into 2021. So, yeah, what's our thought process on that? Ramp up your preparedness now to a whole new level if you can. Prepare right now for a loss of the power grid, a blackout of all internet and phone communications, foreign troops invading the United States, including through the Mexico border, attempted assassination of the president, or possibly a civil war inside the Pentagon, the possibility of mass arrest of deep state traitors who are Chinese collaborators, such as Dianne Feinstein. I love that. Government news, etc. We cannot be certain if any things will happen. We can hope that they do not, but there's a giant red flashing warning sign just screaming out that something is about to go down. The only two scenarios that make sense are war with the foreign enemy, or possibly the inflation of a domestic civil war, or perhaps both.
Yeah. I mean, shit. If first of all, if any invading force actually invaded, there's a lot more than the Army that's going to defend that. So good luck to any force that tries it. Second of all, if we have to fight it and the government's going down anyway, there's going to be a change in government, one way or the other at the end of it, I'm sure. Either good or bad. Probably bad.
HVS says he has 50 AK Magnus storage. Are they loaded? And is it a climate-controlled storage facility? Because if it's not,
You don't need that much climate control. Well, I guess it's kind of humid.
For the ammunition.
Well, yeah, the steel ammunition can corrode
in Hawaii. Yeah, so does Hawaii still count as the U.S.? I mean, you might be wiped out. You might be taken over. So it's a good thing you're using an AK because you can take out a few of those Chi-Coms and take their ammo and stuff. So that article that I was reading from is right there, naturalnews.com. For your digestion and intake to see what you believe, if you believe it at all. So I'm not telling you.
It's a very interesting article. I mean, it's a thought. It's not anything but a thought.
I mean, there's already people shooting people's car tires out at gas stations now because they're getting pissed off because I don't know. I read that article on my phone, so I can't post it up here. I have to go back and look for it. But a guy was pumping gas, and while he was pumping gas, he walked into the store to get a beverage. Not an adult beverage, just let's say an energy drink or water, right? So he walks in. Well, the guy behind him thought he was taking too long in the store, and his gas had popped. So this guy gets out and shoots the guy's tires out of the fucking car. And I'm like, okay, so now he's going to sit here even longer because you shot his tires out, and I'm sure the cops are going to come.
Mm-hmm.
So
way to go, dumbass.
Yeah, right. You done wasted at least 4 hours of everyone's day because you decided you were a little too antsy to get gas, right? So
and now you're going to be in jail. Good luck ever getting another firearm again, either.
Yeah, because I mean, discharging a firearm in the city limits and non-protection.
That's a public safety risk.
Yeah. Brace yourself for social unrest stemming from coronavirus-related unemployment shutdowns. So apparently they're going ahead and rioting in the streets and places. It's not going to help you.
Hawaiian Volcano Squad, he didn't pay extra for the climate control. Well, I hope you got the lacquer-coated ammunition then.
Well, I was just concerned because the heat, heat and temperature changes will cause it to sweat and rust. And like I have some that's corroded. So, I mean, it's just something definitely you want to pay attention to because there's such a temperature swing here. I don't air condition the barn, but the gunsmithing room is, heated, climate controlled. But if you leave a box of ammo sitting out in the regular barn, the horse barn or the, just where the tractors and stuff are kept, then that shit will be rotten in about 3 weeks. So.
Well, we don't have to worry about that around here. We got ammunition from the 1800s still shootable.
Cap and ball. Ooh, mommy's feeding him olives. I love olives, man.
Mm-hmm. These are jalapeno and garlic stuff.
You can keep the jalapeno. All right, so what else is going on over here? Coronavirus, now third leading cause of U.S. deaths. What's the main cause? Retardation? What's the retardation?
Firearms.
Yeah, they've actually said that's gone down. There's not a whole lot of deaths caused from that. So
no, but there's an increase in tire violence, apparently.
Yeah, fuck your tires. So Sacramento Bee and McClatchy News site offered most coverage of the COVID-19 pandemic with no payment required. We want to ensure readers can make critical decisions about themselves. Okay, well that's great. I didn't want to hear that. I don't want to accept your cookies. So 2017 data shows that 647 people died from heart disease each year, and another 599,000 die from cancer. No, you cannot send me notifications. Accidents were previously number 3 cause of death, account for 169,000 deaths annually. President Donald Trump on Tuesday said predicting between 100,000 and 240,000 people in the U.S. will die from coronavirus. This could be a hell of a bad 2 weeks, Trump said. This is going to be the 3 weeks like we've never seen before. More than 4,100 people have died in the United States from coronavirus, and there have been more than 44,000 deaths worldwide. According to Johns Hopkins University, the U.S. topped 1,000 coronavirus deaths March 26, and the number of deaths have continued to exponentially grow. So by exponentially, they're growing by a factor of 2 or 10, but they're not saying.
They're keeping a lot of this shit hush hush.
Yeah, that's from the Sacramento Bee. I'll post a link up for you to take a look at if you're interested. Let's see. As long as they're in ammo cans, no worries. I'm referring to. I left mine. I leave mine in a mag. I mag them and put them in the mags so that a lot of people have loose ammo. But I like to if I have loose ammo, it's going in a mag. So
yeah.
Magazines while you're getting shot at. So I want to take as many loaded mags as I can. Why are you carrying 10?
I have 2 empty ones right now. I haven't reloaded since I went out shooting them. I need to get on that.
Why you got 10 magazines? Because I don't want to be without. I use a Brave browser. Doesn't even work with cookies and earns free bat crypto. Like bat Chinese bat food crypto.
He got the guano.
Hey man, can I get your truckload of guano for my kitty cat?
Free currency is free currency, whether it's crypto or real or whatever you want to call it. I mean, if you can spend it right and you get it for free, yeah, sure, why not? I wonder though why they do it for free. So obviously they're doing something with your information, tracking your purchases or something. I mean, they don't just give out free shit for the shits and the giggles.
For shits and giggles, yeah. DC residents are now prisoners in their own homes. 90 days in jail for anyone caught traveling without permission.
God.
Dun dun dun.
Sounds a little Hitler-esque.
It does sound a little Nazi-esque. Yes, it does. Breitbart appears to join coronavirus pandemic denialist movement, claiming that only 1 in 1,000 infected need hospitalization, says Breitbart. Food storage tips: 3 ways to store meat safely when SHTF comes. I think it's already here, but maybe not. Moringa is a nutrient-dense plant that protects you from oxidative stress. I don't know. Moringa grows in a lot of places, but I don't know if I'd really want to eat it. I grow it sometimes as a cover story to black out the grass or area it for an area, and then I'll go back and cut it down afterwards. But the bush hog. So, learning how to properly preserve meat is an essential skill for surviving after SHTF. You won't be able to rely on just storing meat in the refrigerators, especially if the power goes out. You also won't be able to buy more meat at the store if your food goes bad, because food supplies will run dangerously low. So that's a pretty decent article. If you're interested in that, I'll post it up today too. Let's see what else is going on over here in the chat section. HVS says basic attention token. Okay, that's what BAT stands for. Okay. They're promoting BAT token to replace Google for internet advertising.
Well, I'm all for replacing Google, man. Google is taking. I mean, Google is basically your country right now. They're the ones that are really in charge.
Asia may have been right about masks. Disappeared Wuhan whistleblower doc post cryptic message. Beijing boasting that they have a roaring economy. Writer takes on communist machine and becomes online star. Why sleep is vital during the pandemic. Stuck inside, keep walking. Men's grooming routines appended. Long hair, beards are back in style. Oh, well, I need to shave then. I don't want to be in style.
I think that would look really strange. I don't think I've ever seen you without a beard, other than the pictures that you shared.
I look like a 12-year-old little boy.
With the chubbiest chicks over.
Yes, the chickies, the chickies, the member of the chickies. Got the jello pudding papa.
Yeah. Well, that's a different kind of cheek pinch, but all right.
Yeah. But just that's what it reminds me of, though. President now says it's not like the flu. Easy, kitty. If you knock off the damn AVGs, I'm gonna kick your ass. Media members skip Trump briefings because of little news, risk to health. Are you loading something? Sounds like you're loading. Playing with your knife, Ski.
Yeah.
The rent is due, but Americans can't pay the bills. Well,
yeah, we were talking about that before. Like, yeah, nobody's gonna get kicked out during this whole thing, but that bill ain't gonna go away. And do you still have a job or not? Do you still have a business or not? You know, and at some point that you're going to have to make payments on that, or you're going to be out on your ass. And I think we're going to see a big influx of people out on their ass. Bankruptcies, fucking, you're going to have a lot more homeless people. This is the symptoms of the virus is going to definitely outweigh the deadliness of the damn thing, in my opinion.
Yeah, I love what I said earlier too, because like I'm saying, it doesn't affect me like it would anybody else because I'm used to not having my money right now. I'm used to having it in the fall. So
it's gonna be a big wake-up call for a lot of people, for sure.
Yeah, for sure. The only good thing I can look at is that the stuff that I run in excess. And usually have to give away because I don't want it to go to waste, might actually sell this year. So, I mean, that's the only good thing about farming. I mean, I'll still give it away to the older people that need it, because that's not, that's my Christianly duty to give to people, because not that that's the only reason I give it to them, but like I said before, like I go see all these older people that are living off Social Security that was supposed to take care of them, and it's not because they can't afford to buy the loaf of bread and the pack of bologna and stuff that they want. That just pisses me off whenever I see that. So I have to.
Yeah, that check don't go very far.
Right. So I feel compelled to give them pay for their stuff at times, and definitely load them up with whatever kind of close to organic as I can grow fruits and vegetables for them. Like I said, I've had people come over. I have people come over and weed the garden because they just have to do something for it. They don't want to take it for free. So,
right, yeah.
But then also you do stuff like that, and you learn from like the older people, the older generation.
You don't get that around where I'm at, though. You don't get it. Nobody's gonna weed your garden for the freaking cream corn can that they took. You know what I mean?
Oh no, a lot of people do though. They'll come over and a lot of my wife's friends and a lot of my friends do you have any tomatoes?
It's just a different type of people. That's all I'm saying, right? Like I've lived in both. I've lived in the city. I've lived in the country, and there's a big difference on how people behave. Now, the city here in Arizona, I think, is better than like the city in New York or the city in California, right? People will still hold the door for you open here and say good morning to you. They might not, the other person might not respond, but efforts have been made to be friendly.
Right. You attempted.
Whereas in the bigger cities, you don't even get that. But out in the country, everybody's your best friend. Everybody knows you. They might talk bad behind your back, but in front of your face, they're nice as all hell.
No, it's actually the opposite. They talk really nice about you behind your back and then talk the shit to your face here. So, I mean, that's what you
Well, I'm
want, though.
talking like
You
bless
want
your heart kind of shit. Like,
they want you to they won't talk shit about you behind your back. They always talk nice about you behind your back, but then whenever they're in front of you, they'll tell you like you're a fucking dipshit or something. You know what I'm saying? That's the way I like it.
right.
I'd rather you not. You'd rather tell me to my face and be here
Well,
from
then
somebody
I'm
else.
the kind of asshole, I guess, that talk behind your
Mhm.
back. If I
Yeah.
don't know you, I suppose, right? I don't know. There's a lot of people I'd be friendly to out in the country, and then I'd be like, "Did you see that guy's fucking face, man? What the hell?"
It's got a face only a mother could love. That's what I say.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm an asshole though. So.
Yeah. So hard times are coming. We lost all the crops from last year. I know that's off topic what you're talking about so far, because HVS is saying so far supermarkets are still open around here. There's going to be, I predict, because there's not going to be any grain to store animals this winter, unless there's a good harvest this year, that there's going to be a sell off. Meat's cheap right now, but if we don't get a good harvest in this year, for grains and stuff, which is still kind of iffy. Like I feel like prices are kind of all right now, but they're going to go up because we lost all that grain out in the Midwest last fall from all the rain and stuff, and it was underwater. The USDA was still putting out that it was a viable crop, even though it was not a viable crop. So people are going to start selling off their livestock and stuff. So that's why meat is cheap now. But then come this next winter, we're not going to have any grain to feed the animals over the winter. So,
I don't know about your area or whatever, but meat might not be that expensive, but it's hard to find.
Yeah, well, right now it is, but I'm saying in the context of the future, because of the crop loss, out there, through the Midwest from the flooding and stuff, the USDA is still saying that they're viable crops, even though we know they're not. They're still in the field, they rotted, and they're going to be tilled under this year. So, I forget how many, it was like in the billion pounds of stuff. The billions of pounds of stuff that they were saying that was still viable crop was not. It's still on the ground, and I'm sure it's tilled under now, but they were still claiming at the USDA that it was going to be a viable crop that we could put back into this the rotation of crops. So all that stuff is lost to the flooding that happened last year, and nobody's taking into account for that. Food is scarce now, but it's going to be even more scarce because of those crop losses that we had last year. So that's something to take into consideration. Does that make any sense? You're giving me the stank eye.
I was reading Hawaii Volcano Squad. They have cattle farms. I don't believe those are cattle ranches, but they have cattle ranches on the Big Island. The choke point is shipping. Is it? I mean, it's a 23-mile wide island. How many cows can you actually fit on there and still have other? I would imagine they're small in size. I don't pretend to know much about Hawaii, but it doesn't make sense to my brain, I guess.
All right, well, we're coming up on the 2-hour mark, so let's get to our final questions, comments, bitches, moans, and complaints, and we'll shut her down in about 2 hours here. Sorry for being late. I had some business issues I had to deal with this morning. So, yeah.
I think the main takeaway we should have with this chat is when you do get meat in the store, preserve it one way or the other. Can it, what do you call it? Salting it, I guess. Curing it. Do something with it to preserve it, because there's going to come a time soon that you're not going to have it and you're going to wish you did. So now's your time.
I forget what they're called. Hamburger crystals, I think. That's the way I'm going to start putting mine up. So,
right now, canning is my biggest one.
Let me check that out real quick and see if that's it. I may be lying there. I forget where I seen that at. I'm sure it's a YouTube video out there somewhere. Not Crystal's hamburger. That would, however nice that would be.
Right.
Crystal's like a White Castle or
White Castle steams their meats.
steam.
Yeah, I've had White Castle once or twice.
Really? I don't see any out that way.
No, they're not.
Is Crystal out there? The Krystal?
No,
You don't have a there's another one. White
we have an
Castle.
In-N-Out.
Is that In-N-Out?
In-N-Out's a bomb, dude. I didn't like White Castle, and I've had it because we drove truck, not even then, but we lived in Wisconsin, so Illinois and Indiana's not that far away, so I've had it. I'm not a fan of it. I thought I'd like it because, I loved the Harold and Kumar Go to White Castle movie. So I was like, oh, all right, I want to try it. And I was like, this is mostly bread with something that looks like meat on the inside, but I can't really determine if it is or not. But I didn't really taste it that much, So I mean, the onions were kind of good, but that was about it. Yeah, as far as burgers go, that's not a burger. That's not even a slider. That's just no. If I want to have calories like that, I want something tastier. I would suggest it now.
You would suggest no?
Not on that. So HVS Parker Ranch is huge, but shipping here from mainland is an issue. Plus, the cows are up country in center of island, while the people live down the coast. So shipping from ranch to stores a problem. Really? Okay. I guess Once again, I don't know. Is there no roads to ship? You'd think that it wouldn't be that expensive then. Like meat shouldn't be that expensive in Hawaii since you guys have a limited cattle ranch there. But yeah, shipping anything to and from Hawaii is why it's so expensive. Maybe we could talk about that on how to prepare some meats for the upcoming meat shortage. You got your food dehydrators, learn how to salt, learn how to smoke. Ooh, yeah, that'd be fun.
Supplies for canning ground beef. I just found this article real quick, searched it up. You can shows you how to can cherry pie. Hello there, I'm Kim. I'm homeschooling mama with 6 active children. I love gardening, canning, baking, and I have a passion for helping others find their path to simple living. So that is the website I just posted up. Homesteadacres.com is not my website.
We have canned meat before. When we were living out in Ashfork, we did it quite a bit. We were going to buy a half a cow and can it all up, but that didn't pan out. But that was because we had plenty of ranches up there. We were going to get a deal on it. I would definitely suggest that, this is something that people really should look into, even the people in the city. Get your meat supplies up and, learn how to smoke, cure, beef jerky, dehydrate, can. Canning meat, especially ground beef, is kind of odd because it basically cooks it. And so you're canning cooked ground beef, which then, it's great if you're making tacos later on, it's already cooked kind of, and you just have to reheat it. But if you're trying to make a meatloaf, it's kind of hard because it's already been cooked. And then there's different times for different types of meat. You can can turkey, you can can chicken, did all that. You can also can chicken noodle soup. And I usually leave out the noodles and put in potatoes because noodles kind of disintegrate in the canning process. So there's certain things that you can do. Or you can just get the dried noodles. And what we did, we got the dried egg noodles and we canned chicken noodle soup without the noodles at all. And then just basically when you use it, you just boil the noodles and add it to it. But it's quick and easy.
Sounds awesome. Yeah, I'm interested in building a smoker this year. I have a solar dehydrator, which I'm going to add a larger solar dehydrator. I want to build a bigger one. Dave's Homestead shows you how to make dehydrated hamburger rocks. So if the thing ever, I hate commercials. Quit playing commercials. So yeah, I'll post up a link to that here. So we'll give this guy a shout out. Dave's Homestead. He has 37,000 subscribers. So we're probably not going to help him out much, but he has the video here that's posted up is about how to make hamburger rocks. It's from 2011, so it's still going strong.
Right.
But yeah, it's a pretty good video. I think it's the one 533 thumbs up, 70,752 views. So
Nice.
not bad. And
Yeah,
it's like I
check
said,
it
it
out.
was made in 2011. The last comment was 6 years ago. 2 months ago. I'm confused. What did you just put the finished dried beef on the scale without the jar? Okay. So I don't think he's actively commenting on it, but you can go look.
Right. Yeah.
Check.
I mean, after a few years, I stopped commenting on videos and people are leaving comments on my older shit. I'm like, dude, read the comments. You know, there's always an answer to your question somewhere down below. So I get tired of answering comments on old videos. So HVS tells me it's more complicated than it appears. The whole shipping and the cows and I don't doubt it. But it does make me kind of like, huh?
Yeah, because he was talking about how it has to, it costs $7,000 versus, because of the whole union thing.
Yeah. Hawaii's
All
a
right.
weird bird, man. Hawaii's a weird bird.
Time to start getting them cowboys to herd them beeves to market. Yeah, right, Stan? All right, well, guys and gals, we're going to check out. Thanks again for watching. As always, thumbs up, thumbs down. Bitches, most complaints, leave them in the comment section below. I'm Irish USMC Vet. That is Poison Stinger over there. And thanks for watching. We'll hopefully see you guys and gals tomorrow. Go ahead and keep us informed below the video. If you drop down box below the video is all information that you need to get in contact with me or follow me on social media, or sponsor or help with whatever we're doing. So thanks for watching. Have a great day. Godspeed, Simplify. We'll see you guys tomorrow.
See you.